Hello out there, everyone, Facebook family and friends. I'm back with another one. This was entitled Innocent Man. And it goes like this. Reuben Hurricane Carter, falsely accused, wrongfully convicted. His friend served over a decade. He was innocent, same as Reuben. But not once did he plead his innocence or roll over on Reuben for his freedom, which they both were innocent. That group of black teenage boys who were falsely accused of rape, wrongfully convicted, tried and convicted by an all-white jury. That little black boy, forced to say he was guilty, wouldn't let him see or talk to his parents, but sentenced an innocent young man to death by electric chair. Several others wrongfully convicted, falsely accused, put so much pressure on their minds, they'll plead guilty to anything. There has always been corruption and gridlock in the justice system, well-organized control, what we know as politics, especially when your skin is of color. It is designed to convict you and try to get you the maximum time. From the influence on your mind to the influence of a poverty-stricken environment. Every man and woman should be sympathized and rewarded for being stripped of their freedom, just as well as their innocence. And I basically want to quote this scripture first before I get into everything else. God said, "My house shall be a house of prayer, but you have made it a den for thieves, a den of thieves." And Reuben Hurricane Carter was a boxer who was wrongfully convicted. Him and his friend, they both were wrongfully convicted. Served years, over a decade in prison for something that they didn't do. Falsely convicted. But he was rewarded because they sympathized with him for pain and suffering and time out of his life that he couldn't get back. They awarded him the middleweight title when he was released from prison. Those black boys who were wrongfully convicted by all-white hung jury, and they wouldn't let them see or talk to their parents. And come to find out, after they had served so much time and they did a retrial, the two women that said that they were raped, their stories didn't match. Those young gentlemen lost time out of their lives for being wrongfully convicted. A little black boy, and his story is similar to the Green Mile story. Someone killed two white girls close by his house. And when they rushed inside of the house, they found him in there. And they pressured him so much, they made him plead innocent to something that he didn't do. They made him plead guilty to something that he didn't do. Took away his innocence and sentenced him to death by electric chair. At the age of 11, he couldn't speak with his parents. He couldn't see anyone from the outside world. All they were doing was pressuring him, speeding up his trial, and getting him ready for death. Yeah, and just as Les Brown said, a lot of you out here are convicting yourselves for things you did in your past. If you wouldn't do it right now, in your present, and the person that you are right now, you are convicting an innocent person. Yeah, a lot of innocent people have been stripped of their innocence. And I got a couple of movies I want you guys to check out just to see how people have been stripped of their innocence. The first movie is going to be Hurricane. Denzel Washington stars in it. And the second movie is going to be Law Abiding Citizen. The man his accomplice, who didn't even commit not one murder, he was the one that got sentenced to death by execution. And this basically was inspired by that African American gentleman who was sentenced to death, pleaded his innocence, and actually the guy who did the shooting already pled guilty to it. Yeah, and I like this is a very serious thing that goes on a lot. So you guys just know your innocence, man, and just try to stay away from certain people to not get you wrapped up in these things, and know your rights and where you stand as a person. But I want to touch bases on the coronavirus, COVID-19. And a lot of people got a lot of questions. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it something just to keep you in fear? Is it to cover up something? Is it basically just a scaring tactic? Like, who knows? But have you been checking your exes, though? See, when it resurfaces in 10 years, you just better be ready. That's what I really just want to say. When it resurfaces in the come up 10 years, that's what it says. But are you checking your exes? But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to thank each and every one of you out there for all your love, all of your support, all of your likes, all of your shares, all of your views, all of your positive feedback. I want to thank each and every one of you guys out there. I want to give God the thanks for all of His glory, all of His grace, all of His mercy, all of His glory, grace, and all of His blessings that He has done upon His Son. I'm thankful and grateful for all. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys out there again. Everyone, be good, be careful, be safe. Maintain and keep the love in your heart. Stay away from negativity. And everyone out there, just be good, be careful, and be safe. And until next time, guys, thank you.